Guys, we are back in the office and I am just about to jump onto Google Earth to dive into the top 3 neighborhoods where if you guys are looking to be as close to downtown Denver as you can, but still have a single family home, a yard, some places to go hike and explore, parks to go have some fun at, you're going to want to check these out. So let's jump over to Google Earth here and I am going to start off today and we're going to go into the Berkeley neighborhood. All right, let me drive around here. Now we're just on the regular map, not jumping on Google Earth quite yet, which I know you guys all love so much, but I want to give you some perspective as far as where we are at in relation to downtown Denver. Okay, so let me get out my handy dandy marker here. Now, right here, one of the best landmarks I like to use for downtown is Coors Field. This is our baseball stadium. Okay, this is in the heart of downtown, maybe a little bit just on the north side of the heart, but it is right smack dab in the middle of everything. So this is a really good landmark for us to explore here, or for us to use as an anchor point rather. And when Will and I were talking to you guys, we were right somewhere around right here. So we weren't too far from the baseball stadium. What we're gonna do here to start off, taking you guys over to Berkeley, we are going to cross the highway. All right, so we are going to jump right over here just a little bit and actually come up here to Berkeley. Okay, so this, if you're coming from downtown, let's start with that. So let's say we are here at the baseball stadium. Let me get my big old head out of the way. So we're right here at the baseball stadium. And what we're going to do here, you would be crossing over onto 20th Street. You would come either up the highway, which this is a quick jaunt. This is maybe just a few minutes. Over across I-70, which is our major east-west highway. And then you would either come down here on Federal, or if you wanted to go on the west side of Berkeley, you would come all the way over here to Sheridan, okay, and come down. So the Berkeley neighborhood is going to be this square, which is on the south side of I-70, down here to about 38th, over to Federal, come up, and then we are going to stay down on the south side of I-70. Now keep in mind, this is a really busy highway right here, right? So any of these homes that are right on this block, you're going to be dealing with highway noise, okay? But what you guys do have, what you can see here, are 2 massive bodies of water here, okay? You got Berkeley Lake and then Rocky Mountain Lake Park. This, by far, Berkeley Lake is going to be the most popular of the 2. But what's really nice is in one neighborhood, you literally have 2 giant lakes. So when it comes to dogs or just outdoor activities or just getting out to enjoy Colorado life, you're going to be spending a lot of time at these, okay? All right, so jumping over here to Google Earth, let's get this cool 360 view of the neighborhood here. And if you guys can see, there's a faint red outline here. And once this takes a pan around, I'll reorient it so you guys can know exactly where we're at. But just by looking at this is going to give you guys a really good scale of just how big these lakes are. And we're going to dive a little more into this neighborhood specifically, okay? So again, we're outlined right here, okay? So it's just these homes right here in the middle. And let's zoom in a little bit here and take a look at just what types of homes are going to be out here, because I know a lot of people, when you think Denver, you may be thinking city life, right? And skyscrapers and stuff. That portion of Denver is actually fairly small. It's not a big part of our city. Most of our city is parks and single family homes, just like this. So as we zoom in here, I want to give you guys a good scale for the types of yards and stuff that you're going to have out here. So these are standard Denver sized lots of usually just over about 6,000 square feet. And then you guys can see a lot of these homes will have these detached garages in the back, right? As you can see here in the backyard, you've got your primary homes here, and then oftentimes the garage here in the backside. What a lot of these people have done is they've taken these homes and they build like ADUs, additional dwelling units back here. And if you guys are interested in doing any sort of investing things like that in Colorado, Denver is not very Airbnb friendly. So a lot of people do like utilizing an ADU because it is legal and it's one of the best ways that you can maximize your investment opportunity on any homes in Denver. So definitely keep that in mind. But what you're going to find, guys, is a lot of these homes are new builds. So like this home, for example, and I know we're still in this aerial view, so it's a little bit hard to tell. But this home, for example, I bet Old Home has been torn down. This home has been built up and they built a new garage in the back. And again, you still see that you've got plenty of yard and everything like that here. You get a new modern home, you get a really nice neighborhood. You're very, very close, as in like under 10 minutes to downtown Denver. All right, now I'm going to reorient us north and south here. So let me go ahead and spin this around, reset to north. There we go. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna come down on one of these streets here called Tennyson Street. Okay, now Tennyson Street is really cool because what I love about our downtown Denver neighborhoods, right? Even though this isn't right downtown, what I love about our Denver neighborhoods is a lot of these are just so walkable, and they'll have just a lot of cool shopping and dining and cool Denver things to go check out and explore. So let's jump down on the street here. And this is Tennyson Street. So Tennyson Street, man, this thing gets super busy on the weekend because people are coming down here for brunch and farmers markets. As you can see, I'm going to come down here just a little bit. It's very artsy. This is actually a really cool little like baby store. Here's just a cool gift shop. This is all classic Denver, par for the course, Tennyson Street. Little boutique clothing things. Here's a bookstore. Believe it or not, we still have bookstores here. So you're going to see a lot of families out here on the weekend, just like this nice family right here. And what you're also going to find are a lot of these sort of townhomes. They would classify these as townhomes, where you have a main floor entrance. It's 3 stories high, 2 stories high, and then you'll oftentimes have a nice deck here. People have hot tubs up there, they'll have their grill up there, they'll have their friends come over and stuff. This is such a cool spot. Whether you're living in Berkeley or not, this is an area that you're most likely going to come down and visit, whether you're going to this cool like French restaurant here. There's a really good Thai food place down here as well. Here's yet another bookstore that they've got. This is just a really, really cool neighborhood. It's got a lot of old school Denver charm with a lot of new school Denver developments, which are really, really nice. And people are always looking for those out here. Now let's go ahead and we're going to zoom back out. Wow. I want to go and show you guys just some of the homes that you're going to see here and give you guys just a good example of, maybe some of these newer homes like I was mentioning. So let's go ahead and jump down to street view again here. Here we've got Berkeley Lake just at the end of this road, okay? If you look at these stunning homes, so this is a duplex. And with these homes, you'll see quite a bit of these in areas like this because people want the more contemporary modern feel of these homes, but maybe they don't need a whole lot of yard, right? You've got all this outdoor space up on your balcony and stuff where you can go and enjoy Colorado without necessarily needing a backyard. So you're going to see quite a bit of these out here, and they're really well done. I'm a big fan of these. And then this is going to be more of the original Denver style homes. I bet this has been updated, but you can see this has not been scraped and rebuilt or anything like that. So this block is actually giving you a really good representation of what just the classic Denver homes are going to feel like in conjunction with the newer, more luxury modern builds that you're going to have here. And the best part is you come over here and you've got the gorgeous lake. So I'm going to zoom back out here because I want to give you guys just some good perspective as far as just some of the parks and open space that you're going to see here. So we can come down here. Let's pan around this a little bit just to give you a view back here towards Denver. So right here, this is all dog park. You've got a pool out here. This lake, you're jogging around, you're taking your dogs around. And again, I love that Colorado has so many dog parks because here you just let them off leash and they get to run around and do their thing. And then if you're just looking for some basketball or tennis or just picnic area, you've got all of this out here, which is just, again, absolutely gorgeous. And if I pan around a little bit more, you guys can see how close you are to downtown Denver. All right. Now, as I zoom out, I did see one place pop up here. If you guys see Meow Wolf, let me zoom out here and come back in. So you've got Meow Wolf right here. If you guys have not seen Meow Wolf yet, Will and I actually got an exclusive tour of Meow Wolf, which is really cool. This is like an interactive art studio sort of thing, art exhibit. If you're coming in town to visit, it's a trip, not literally, but figuratively, it's a trip. You guys should definitely check it out. If you're in Denver, it's worth going and checking out Meow Wolf. Meow Wolf is pretty cool. Let's go over and we're going to look at just some of the stats of Berkeley. So here we're on our website, milehighpropertybros.com. Again, you can just kind of see the outline of the neighborhood itself. And that is one cool thing about our website, guys. For any Denver neighborhood you're looking for, we've got a map where you can click on the specific neighborhood to give you all sorts of details on the homes and everything that are in there. And if we come down here, we're going to see some examples of these homes and price points. units. So one of those homes similar to what I just showed you, but this is a single family home. You're sitting at about 1.6. Here's another gorgeous one at 1.5. Here's one that's been remodeled at 750. And this page right here is just going to give you a good example of what you can kind of expect to spend in that area. Here is one of those duplexes that I mentioned, 4-bed, 5-bath, plenty big. It's still a duplex. You're over 3,000 square feet, and this is listed at 1.4. So this gives you a really good example of the types of homes that you can find in Berkeley.
Hey guys, and as a reminder, we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, and just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. But with that being said, let's get back into what Eli's showing you guys with Google Earth.
All right, jumping over to our next neighborhood, we are going to head directly south from Berkeley, and we're going to go check out Sloan's Lake. All right, so starting here on Google Maps, let's give you guys a little outline of where Sloan's Lake is. Now, you can guess, right? Sloan's Lake right here, or Sloan, yeah. Sometimes you'll see Sloan Lake, sometimes you'll see Sloan's Lake. I always put the S on the end of it, so that's what we're going to go with for this video. Sloan's Lake, again, federal, just like it was in Berkeley. Federal is going to be our east side border. Colfax is going to be our south side border. And then here, I believe this is Sheridan. We're going to come up, and then we're going to come over on 29th, okay? So this is Sloan's Lake neighborhood. Tennyson Street, that street that I just showed you with all the cool shops and stuff like that, is actually right here. So if you keep going, sorry, my lines are terrible today. If you guys keep going up Tennyson Street, this is going to take you right to all that shopping and dining and all the cool stuff that I just showed you. But let's go ahead and come over to Google Earth, zoom right on over there. Okay, so this is just showing us the lake pretty exclusively in Penny Island. Never been to Penny Island. I don't know if you can get to Penny Island, but I'm sure you could probably find a way. But the beautiful thing about Sloan's Lake is you're going to have typically bigger homes that you're going to have in Berkeley, similar price point, less of those new developments in the sense of those townhomes, right? So it is going to be much more just single family style homes out here, okay? So if that is something that you're looking for, maybe if you're looking for less weekend traffic because they don't have a Tennyson Street here right in Sloan's Lake, this might be a good fit for you. Let's go ahead and come down here, but I'm going to keep it on the bird's eye view like this because I want you guys to really get a good feel for the overall lay of the land and landscape. Now, one thing that you guys might be noticing is that there's way more trees here than there was in Berkeley, okay? So this neighborhood overall, I would say is just gonna feel maybe a little bit more mature, even though I don't think it's physically older or more mature than Berkeley. There's just a lot more trees, a lot more greenery, kind of lakeside living that you would expect. But what you are gonna see is how much closer you are to downtown Denver right here. As we're kind of panning over these homes, just to give you guys a little bit of perspective, one thing that you're gonna feel and see are just how much bigger these homes are, okay? So what I'm gonna do, let me go ahead and jump down to street view. Let's see, I wanna come right here. Bam. So check this out. Just heading a little bit more south, it already feels just a little bit more suburban, right? It's kind of funny just seeing the differences of these homes, right? But what you can see with all these homes, the ones, these classic homes are probably, it's probably built in the, I would venture to say 60s and 70s, right next to this guy. This is going to be pretty common for what you're going to find in the area. So there really is going to be a little bit of something for everybody. The common denominator that we can see is that everybody is taking care of their house. Everybody is taking care of their yard. I mean, this is just a gorgeous block that we're on as we kind of pan around here. So let's keep going up this block a little bit. I want you guys to get a feel for, again, the variety of homes that you have here. This is like the furthest thing that you could have from cookie cutter. This home's going to be blocked by the trees a little bit, but yeah, it's totally blocked. But you can kind of see this little shadow of just these really cute shingles and stuff that they have on the outside of this house that are like custom painted and everything. Denver is a very artistic city, and you see quite a bit of people, again, in Denver, where you don't have HOAs telling you can't paint your shingles individual colors down here. You're going to see a lot of variety of homes. Here they're doing a new build right here on the block. This is not uncommon. Again, you're going to see a lot of those. And right now I am heading west on this road here. I'm actually heading out toward the lake. And now you guys can see it is like wintertime. All right, we lost our green yards. But look at this home right here. Now it's springtime again. You've kind of got this again. It's blocked by trees, but this Victorian style classic Denver home that might even be a historic home. A lot of those historic homes, once they get that historic tag on it, you really can't do a lot with those design wise. But look how gorgeous this lake is, guys. Imagine if this were in your neighborhood and this is where you were getting your daily exercise just over this absolutely stunning lake with the whole view of the Front Range. Yeah, this is just absolutely gorgeous, and trees everywhere. We've got this Patriot right here having a nice little picnic with this American flag seat here. Let's go down the road a little bit. All right, now we're back in wintertime, and yeah, like, man, it's just a cool, unique, eclectic area, but it is going to be a lot quieter than some of these other areas that maybe we're going over with these big like dining and shopping districts and stuff, like I mentioned with Tennyson Street. Okay, so again, the pro is you're very close to all of that. The potential downside is, yeah, maybe you're looking for a little more activity, a little more, walkability. If you are looking for a lot of shopping and dining and things that you can just walk to, a Berkeley might be a good fit for you. But man, if you're looking for bigger yards, more greenery, you love trees, you want to be really close to a really nice lake and park, then Sloan's Lake is going to be really kind of hard to beat. All right, so lastly, let's take a look at some of the homes that we're going to find out here. So I'm going to go ahead. This is our map of Denver neighborhoods. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on Sloan's Lake. So we've got, 2 million, 4-bed, 4-bath, almost 4,000 square feet. We've got this gorgeous home listed at $815. Here's a new construction home at $2 million. Here's another one at $1.2, older home. Here's a lot for about $650. Let's see, this looks like a condo that's out there for about $1.4. I'm actually surprised to see any condo out there. But again, this is going to give you a feel. So you can see the home prices went up a little bit, but so did the lot sizes, so did the home size itself. And right now, there's not a whole lot going on sale-wise in Sloan's Lake. It is a competitive area. A lot of people want to live out here. There's a lot of great things going on in this neighborhood. So when a good home pops up, you definitely got to jump on it. Now, one last thing that I want to mention about Sloan's Lake is that if you are living here and you are looking for the shopping and dining, we did mention Tennyson Street that we have here in Berkeley that is going to be directly above you. Okay. But one thing I did not mention yet is how close you are to the Highlands. If you're living in Sloan's Lake right here, what you're going to do, you're going to cut over on 29th. And then all of a sudden, guys, you're going to be in my favorite area of Denver, this lower Highlands area, okay? This Highlands area, we've talked about a ton. You've got Little Man Ice Cream out there. You've got really, really nice high-end restaurants and bars and all sorts of good, trendy places to go and have fun and explore and have some drinks and explore your views of downtown Denver just right across the highway, right over here. Even though I did mention a couple times, there's not going to be as much things to do in the immediate vicinity of Sloan's Lake. You still have plenty, by the way. There's plenty of breweries and restaurants and things. But if you're looking for centers of things like that, you are so close to the Highlands, you're maybe 5 to 8 minutes away from there. So again, it really gives you the best of both worlds, guys. Big homes, big lots, quiet neighborhood feel. You're really just a few minutes drive from two of the hottest areas that are out on this West Denver side. All right, diving into our final neighborhood. This is one we have not talked about a lot, but this is going to be Congress Park. Now, where is Congress Park, you may ask? Why, let me show you. Jumping over here to Google Maps. All right, now before I dive into Congress Park, let me zoom out a little bit and show you where we were at before I show you where we were going. So here is Sloan's Lake right over here. We've got I-25 running north and south right here. Again, for reference, we've got Colfax cutting right through here in the middle. And Congress Park is going to be right about here. Landmark Coors Field. We're pretty close to downtown Denver. Here's Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill, that's straight up right in Denver. And Congress Park is the neighborhood just on the immediate east side of Capitol Hill. So let me show you a couple landmarks here that are going to be helpful. What you're going to find just north of Colfax here. Again, Colfax is our big east-west street running through Denver. Here we've got City Park and the Denver Zoo. This is where you're going to have the zoo. Obviously, you're going to have the Museum of Nature and Science. This is a phenomenal area for you to go and spend some time and explore with the family. It's such a good part too. Coming over here to the map, I am going to take you to Congress. Now, one thing that I love about Congress Park, you'll hear me use the word classic Denver charm, right? Quite often. Congress Park is like the epitome of classic Denver charm in the sense of the homes that you're going to find out there, quiet neighborhoods, centrally located, just a really good, quiet place to live. Now, and also you're going to still be very close to everything. So I'm going to reorient us north and south here. You guys are going to see a couple big landmarks just outside of Congress Park. First of all, right here is the Denver Botanic Gardens. Some people call it the Botanical Gardens, which is right over here. This is actually Cheeseman Park. But the Botanic Gardens, in the wintertime, they'll decorate all of this with Christmas lights. It is absolutely stunning. It's a really good thing to do with the family, or if you ever have guests come into town. They have a beautiful butterfly pavilion over there. It's just a really cool, beautiful park. You've got Cheeseman Park right here, which is a neighborhood in and of itself, but one of the most popular neighborhoods that we're going to have here. One of the most popular parks that we're going to have here in Denver. And again, you can just see it's absolutely gorgeous. And one thing I love about Denver parks, guys, is that they're just clean. They're very well maintained. And there are so many of them. We had some clients visiting out here from another city, and they said, it's laughable how many parks are in Colorado. Like everywhere we turn, there's a new Colorado park, and it's hilarious. Cheeseman is one of the most popular ones. So coming across here back into Congress Park, here is the Congress Park, not quite as big as Cheeseman, more sports oriented. You've got a big baseball diamond, you've got some soccer fields and some tennis courts and things like that. I want to zoom in and show you guys some of the homes that you can expect to see out here, because these are just truly classic Denver homes. You're going to see some of, the newer, more modern builds like we were showing in Sloan's Lake and Berkeley, but you're not going to have as many, okay? A lot of these are just going to be the classic, just brick homes here. You're going to see the bungalow styles like Willow mentioned. You're going to see some Victorian style homes, but as you guys can see here, what I'm observing is a ton of trees. This almost reminds me of South Park Hill, which we covered before. When you're walking these streets in the summertime or even wintertime, they're so quiet, they're so peaceful. You're going to find so many just, cute old homes like this. And a lot of these have been remodeled and updated. So you walk inside some of these that may look just kind of like a plain brick home. And it's intentional, right? You go inside and there's modern everything, modern layouts. A lot of these, they've opened up the ceilings and taken out the attics. You have really high ceilings. Some of these were old mansions for a lot of the early Denver political scene guys. I think that's actually why they call it Congress Park and next to Capitol Hill. A lot of the homes out there were literally old mansions. Now, you will find more of these scattered throughout. Old Denver apartments, okay? These are not your typical apartments. They're literally these giant old brick buildings, and, a lot of these are 16 units or so. So it's not like you have these big, massive apartment complexes by you, but you're going to see a lot of these throughout Capitol Hill, throughout Congress Park. As far as like roads, like 13th, this is a busier road that goes through here. And it's kind of nice because you want these roads because it's quick in and out of the neighborhood. 6th is another one where it's going to be a one-way, so you're going to have a little bit more traffic on it, but it's nice because you can get in and out of the neighborhood quite easily. Let me jump over and I'm going to show you guys some of the homes that are selling out here. So let's come down here. So we've got an average sale price of $851,000. Okay. Now here is one of those classic bungalow style homes listed at just over $1 million. Here's one, a 2-bed, 3-bath, 3,200 square feet. I think this is very classic for Congress Park, listed at 1.2. And then a lot of the other homes like we just saw, like this one, 625, 339. So you can see that you have a lot more spread in terms of price point out here, which is really nice. And you've got everything from the new modern 6-bedroom listed at 2.3 to this beautiful remodel 2,000 square foot home just over 700,000. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a range with all these different neighborhoods here today to give you a feel of the variety of homes that you can find in these neighborhoods that are all within 10 minutes or so of right smack dab downtown Denver. Whatever your style is, whether you're looking for ultra modern contemporary homes or something that's a little more low key, but you still want to be close to the city. What I love here with this variety, guys, is that you're not pigeonholed to where, like, if you want to live close to downtown, that you're paying $2 million. You can pay $2 million if you want, and the home is going to feel like a $2 million home, but you can be in the same neighborhood from the 600s to 800s, still have a beautiful home, a beautiful yard, great neighborhood, neighborhood, parks and lakes nearby. And there really is just a little bit of anything for everybody. So hopefully this breakdown was good for you. I wanted to dive into a couple neighborhoods that we didn't necessarily cover a lot before in some previous videos. Let's get back to it, guys. I'm gonna go meet up with Will. We're gonna give you guys a quick outro and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, there you guys have it. This is everything you guys must know when it comes to the top 3 neighborhoods closest to inner city Denver that you guys might want to check out. And just as a reminder, we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And just as much as we love making these videos, we will love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping back up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. But with that being said, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you guys very soon.
See you guys.